Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn about the ugliest animals in Module 3, Wildlife, English CEFR, Year 5. Let's learn with me. These are the lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, pupils can read the text "Blobfish, we love you" in correct pronunciation. Pupils can answer true or false, and pupils can identify the superlative adjectives. We are going to use the textbook English Class 1, page 34. Now, which animals do you think are ugly? Eagle, gorilla, frog, spider, bat, crocodile, proboscis monkey, or blobfish? Do you know? The Ugly Animal Society Preservation Society held a vote to pick the ugliest animal in the world, and the blobfish was a clear winner. Ta-da! Alright, now let's listen and read together with me. Blobfish, we love you. The blobfish isn't the most beautiful fish on the planet, and it isn't the most common. It has a dull color, and you don't usually see it because it lives 1,000 meters under the seas near Australia. But now, the blobfish is famous because people say that it's the ugliest animal in the world. There are photos and articles about it in magazines and on the internet. This is really good for the blobfish and for the other ugly animals. But why? Every year, thousands of species of animals become extinct. We often see information about the most interesting, the most beautiful, and the most colorful, such as whales, butterflies, or pandas. But some of the ugliest animals are also some of the rarest, and they also need our help. On the list of the world's ugliest animals, the blobfish is often number 1. But there are other fantastic creatures on the list. For example, the monkey with the biggest nose, the proboscis monkey, and the frog with the weirdest face, the purple frog. Are they really ugly? No, they're interesting and rare. The best idea is to protect all animals. Okay, you can try to read it on your own. You can also turn to page 34 to practice reading. Practice makes perfect. Let's look at some of the words. Protect. The meaning is to keep safe from harm or injury. Example, it's important to protect all animals because they are all interesting. Extinct. A species of animal or plant that is no longer has any living members, either in the world or in a particular place. For example, a lot of species become extinct every year. Species. a set of animals or plants in which the members have similar characteristics to each other and can breed with each other. For example, it's best to protect all the beautiful species, not the ugly ones. But the statement is incorrect. We should protect all species regardless of their appearances. That's right. Now, let's look at exercise 1. Read the sentences and answer true or false. Number 1. The blobfish is quite rare. Is it true or false? True. Number 2. The blobfish sometimes lives in rivers. Number 3. It's good that there are photos and articles about the blobfish. Number 4. There's a lot of information about pandas, but not whales. Number 5. The purple frog is on the ugliest animals list. Okay, for number 2, 3, 4, and 5, try to do it on your own. You can refer to page 34 and read again. Do you still remember about comparative adjectives? Well, comparative adjectives are used to compare differences between the two objects identified. For example, larger, smaller, faster, and higher. They are used in sentences where two nouns are compared. In this pattern, noun, which is the subject, followed by verb, followed by compared adjective, followed by the word than, and followed by the noun, which is the object. For comparative adjectives, you need to add ER or IER to the adjective. Let's look at the rules for comparative adjectives. For one syllable, we simply add ER. For example, cleaner. For two syllables ending in Y, we need to change the Y to I and add ER. For example, busier. For two or more syllables that does not end with Y, we use the word more or less. For example, more active, less generous. Maybe this will help you to understand. There are two kinds of spider. The first one is weird. The second one is weirder. There are two butterflies. The first one is colorful, but the second one is more colorful. Let's look at the sentence example. Whale is bigger than blobfish. I am comparing whale and blobfish in terms of their size. Obviously, whale is bigger than blobfish. So we just add ER to the word big. However, we need to double the consonant G. So it becomes bigger, B-I-G-G-E-R. So after the word bigger, we need to add the word than to show comparison. Second example, proboscis monkey is rarer than chimpanzee. The last example is hyena is uglier than wolf. Now, let's look at superlative adjectives. Superlative adjectives are used to describe an object which is at the upper or lower limit of a quality. For example, the tallest, the smallest, the fastest, the highest. They are used in sentences where a subject is compared to a group of subjects. The sentence pattern is noun, which is the subject, followed by verb, followed by the, followed by superlative adjective, and followed by noun, which is the object. Let's look at the rules for superlative adjectives. For one syllable, we just simply add est. For example, cleanest. For two syllables ending in y, we change y to I and add est. For example, busiest. For two or more syllables that does not end with y, we use the word most or least. For example, most active or least generous. Let's look at the sentence example. Number 1. Whale is the biggest animal. There are so many animals in the world. Among of all the animals, whale is the biggest. So, before the superlative adjective, don't forget to put the word the biggest. Number 2, blobfish is the rarest fish. Among of all the fish in the world, blobfish is the rarest. Number 3, purple frog is the ugliest. Alright, for exercise 2, you need to find the superlative forms of adjectives 1 to 5 in the text on page 34. Then complete the rule. Let's look at the adjectives. Number 1, weird. Number 2, colorful. Number 3, rare. Number 4, ugly. And number 5, big. The comparative has been given for you. Weird, weirder. Colorful, more colorful. Rare, rarer. Ugly, uglier. And big, bigger. So what you need to do is look for the superlative form from the text in page 34. So for number 1, the answer is weirdest. What about number 2? Can you find it? Number 3, number 4, number 5. For number 6, 7, and 8, they are irregular because we could not add er for the comparative. For example, as you can see, number 6, the adjective good. The comparative is better. The superlative is the best. For number 7, the adjective bad. The comparative worse. The superlative the worst. For number 8, far. The comparative further. The superlative the furthest. Okay, so we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope that you understand, and I hope that all of you enjoy learning English. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye!